So, let's solve the Queen's riddle. That's key to the whole thing. There's only one combination of true and false statements for all of them that leads to a Sorpet and Blornit having the same amount of true statements. And it is Cleopid who is the killer. Blornit's second statement is false, which was everything that a Sorpet tells you is not true. A Sorpet does tell you some true things. Next, it's Blornit's third statement is false, which was everything that Cleopid tells you is also false. And lastly, Cleopid's third statement is true, so despite him being the killer, he did respect Dorfit. And you may remember Blornit's little extra statement about everything in the hive having a pattern. And you may have noticed that I picked the answers 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just a nice little kick in the pants from Entomorph for those who tried to solve this puzzle with logic. And now I get to meet the Queen. Looks like there's already quite a few dead champions in this room. Oh boy.
Ah, a renegade, a miscreant. Why do you resist the joy, the peace of the hive mind? But you shall be one with us yet. Come to me, my child, come.
Okay, first boss fight. It's not that difficult. I just have to avoid the spell she tosses and get to the top part and just bash her and hope I live long enough to kill her.
Do you know what you have done? You have killed me. You have ruined the hive. The patient work of 100,000 undone in one selfish moment. How it stings!
Okay, I guess that was a little too easy. I was lucky that our champions didn't make it into the room here, because that would have made the fight a lot more difficult. And now I get to enter the hive in my own form. Wow.
Waking from his trance, our mighty hero found himself standing over the massive body of a dead beast. What had transpired within these thin paper walls, none would ever know, save Squire Warwick himself, though it must certainly have been an epic adventure.
Yuck. And we pick up a spell of Cure Poison. That'll come in handy in the future. I'll just equip myself for battle here, because I still have to get out of this hive. And what have we here? This can only be Royal Nectar. And Suliana did tell me that I should find the Nectar of the Queens to get stronger, but I wonder if this is a good idea. Ugh.
Squire Warwick felt oddly calm upon ingesting the strange substance. But then his blood rose up against his body, his bones began to shift, and his skin cracked open to reveal a hideous mutation. A bitter stinging sensation flooded his throat, and he felt 10 times stronger than before.
I can't bear to watch.
Such tragic drama is the fate of heroes.
So, I guess eating that royal nectar was a great idea. Now I'm much stronger, I've got natural armor, and I've got the ability to spit. With these newfound powers, it should be no problem to get out of the hive and kill a few Panorpids on the way. course, the 3 champions are still outside, and here one of them comes. Well, that didn't go too bad. Let's toss on some armor. Ah, missed. Alright, let's get him. And his little buddy, too. Ooh, got hurt kind of badly there. Now to the north here is the young Panorpid chamber. I guess I'll just heal up with some nectar.
Fire raced through his veins and sinews as Squire Warwick drained the nectar from the flask. A feeling of inhuman power pulsed within his heart.
You can tell all that just from watching?
I have a very perceptive eye and many sources of information.
This little piece of dialogue was obviously supposed to happen sooner. The game kind of expects that you start drinking the nectar a lot earlier, but... And here comes a whole swarm of tiny bees. Luckily, they're not very strong. But they do try to swarm me. And they're toast. Oh, here come a few more. I don't have enough mana to heal, so I'll just use my aid spell again. Oop, a few more. But that seems to be the last of them. Now let's see what's in this room. It's another half-transformed human. Hopefully I'm strong enough to take him. Ah, looks like I am. Spell of Acid Bolt. This is another projectile spell, but it does some lingering damage, much like the Poison Dart spell. And there's very few creatures who are resistant to it. Now that's all I can do in the hive. Now I'll have to fight my way to the exit. Skip over a bit where I unnecessarily saved my game here. Because the Panorpids are not that strong. I just have to avoid getting attacked by too many at once. Like now. Oh boy. I'd best hurry to get out of here. Won't be able to take many more like this. Well, looks like I'm lucky. Now it mentions that I'm strong enough to jump out. If you don't eat the royal nectar, you can't exit the hive, because there's no way to get back in. So that's how the game forces you to eat it. And if I try to go back into the ziggurat now, the table would hit me with some pain spells, because I'm no longer human.
Something was subtly different in the jungle. Squire Warwick began to notice that an increasing number of leaves had been eaten from the foliage.
What an exciting bit of storytelling. But it is actually significant. Each time I finish one of the Jactera nests, the overworld changes a bit, which means that new pathways may be opened. I'm a lot more able to deal with these rat slashers now. Ah, here's a little house I missed earlier. I could use a bit of rest to heal up and recharge my mana. So maybe I'll stop by Salt Moon and see what has changed over there. Maybe see what the villagers think of my new look. It looks like this place has been eaten up a lot too. And a half-transformed human stands guard. And he's aggressive.
Cold wind greeted Squire Warwick on the day he returned to Salt Moon Village. He found, to his horror, that those who had been reveling were now held in the dark grip of a grotesque transformation.
Yep, doesn't seem to be any normal humans left. Having the spit attack is very useful, as you can see here, since those red slashers can't actually make it into the house. I've really been made a whole lot stronger by this transformation. I would have had no chance against those half-transformed humans in my own human form. Yeah, he is some sort of crazy person. But he's having fun. Okay, I think I'm gonna try and kill this guy. If I'm positive that he couldn't beat me, he won't attack me. Because he's kind of a coward, but I decide to let him have a go and kill him anyway. Here's what's left of Lady Golfina. Let's kill the old hag. Ah, no, they got the chickens. Well, let's rest up. And that did me good. A whole pack of red munchers just waiting for me. These guys are just cannon fodder now. There's still the bee hut over here with a jar of honey to pick up, but even in my transformed state, I'm not strong enough to go into the bee hut and survive. I think that has more to do with my processor speed than the game, because I get hurt way too quickly. If I were playing this on an older computer, I'm pretty sure I could have survived going into the hut, picking up the jar of honey, and getting out again. But for now, I'll just have to wait until I get even tougher. Okay, nothing more to do here in Salt Moon. It's time I start looking for the next Jactera Queen. This time there's no hints to find her location, so I'll just have to look around a bit.